Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to learn about the law of cure in H.A Robert's philosophy, and that is chapter 10. Let's move to it. And before that, please subscribe to my channel for more videos, and it will be really helpful for me and motivate me to put more and more videos. So I suggest you to subscribe to my channel, and let's move on to this chapter. So first is laws of nature. So all natural forces work according to laws, isn't it? These laws aren't limited to just one area, they apply everywhere in the universe. So, everywhere in the universe, the laws are obeyed. For example, the law of gravitation. The law of gravitation works not just on Earth but all over the universe, isn't it? In the same way, the law of cure is a universal principle that applies to all diseases. So the law of gravitation, it's present on Earth, it's present on Jupiter, everywhere. Its own particular gravity is present. Likewise, for all the diseases, there is a law, a universal principle that's called as the law of cure. And what is the law of cure? The law of cure in homeopathy. So as we are homeopaths, we are going to study the law of cure in homeopathy. So the law of cure in homeopathy is based on the idea that like cures like. In Latin, similia similibus curenta. This means that a medicine that causes similar symptoms in a healthy person, in a healthy person, can cure a disease with the same symptoms in the sick person. That's why we are doing drug proving. One of the main reasons to do drug proving on healthy person such a way that we will understand that remedies symptom producing nature. Such a way, when we learn all those symptoms, when we see a sick person with the same symptoms producing, then we can give that remedy that we have proved. So that's how law of cure takes place. So this law was observed or discovered by Samuel Hahnemann, who observed that diseases can be cured by remedies that produce similar effects to the disease itself. So he understood when he proved the drug on a healthy individual, and when he saw that there is cure obtaining when the same symptoms produced in a sick person has cured the disease. So that's how Samuel Hahnemann, even though he was an allopath, in order to make the treatment much more better, he found this principle. After understanding this principle, he just gave an idea of homeopathy. So how do we understand disease and medicine? So we don't know whether that person is under disease or the person is under medicinal disease. So we don't know that, right? So let's learn how we are understanding the disease. Symptoms are the key to understanding a disease. To understand disease, we should need symptoms, isn't it? If there are no symptoms, we cannot treat the patient. Because in homeopathy, we're not just treating the case, or we are not just treating the part of the body, we are treating the patient as a whole, as an individual. That's what homeopathy stands. So symptoms is the key factor for that. And symptoms are what you feel, like pain or fatigue, like what you feel, or what others can see, like rash or swelling. So subjective symptom, that is what is felt by the patient, and objective symptom, that is what's seen by the other people, like doctors or bystanders, like that, or parents if it is in a pediatric case. So these symptoms help us identify what disease you have. A medicine works by producing symptoms similar to those of the disease it is meant to cure. So these are the symptoms and the disease. Now when you look about medicine, this medicine works by producing symptoms similar to those of the disease it is meant to cure. So this is how homeopathy works. You know what is actually happening. A person is having disease and another person is not having disease, is healthy. So we are giving one dose of homeopathic medicine to both of them, and it is given according to the symptoms of the diseased person. Okay, we are giving the same remedy to the, for example, that person got fever because he have drenched in rain. So we are giving Ruxtox 200 to both of the patients, and according to symptom totality, after understanding only, we are giving it just as a Ruxtox. There are many remedies that after drenching in rain we can give. So after taking a thorough case checking, we gave Ruxtox. And when we check about that, the symptoms produced in the healthy individual is same as the symptoms that has been suffering from the sick. So you know what will happen? In that sick and in healthy body, the homeopathic medicine will produce symptoms or disease. And you know what happened? Our immunity, after understanding that there is something wrong with our body, the immunity will just become alert and will produce many WBCs, nature killer cells, all those bacteria, viral attacking cells are produced. It's increased in our body such a way that when we're giving the remedy, the body will not only will eradicate the disease, but also will try to eradicate the medicine. But we have the power to control medicinal disease. We just next we don't give the dose, and slowly the disease will gradually be gone. And that's how homeopathy works. So by looking at the symptoms of a disease, we can find a remedy that will work by causing similar symptoms in the body. So that's how homeopathy works. So now we know how is symptoms produced in a healthy person and in sick. No, what is symptoms? It is the outward signs of disease. Symptoms are the only way we can recognize a disease. They show us what is wrong with the body. Like symptoms can include sensation, that is what the patient feels, physical signs like swelling, color changes, or pain in certain parts of the body. Symptoms don't happen in isolation. They often appear in groups, and these groups of symptoms are important in identifying a disease. And understanding the totality of symptoms, such as all the symptoms together, is crucial for finding the right remedy or right treatment. And what is the role of circumstances in symptoms? Sometimes the situation or circumstances surrounding the symptom can also be important. So if you're just taking only symptoms, it will be a mistake, or it will be not be a good idea to just only take symptoms. We should also understand the circumstances. As I told before, there was a certain kind of circumstance that made him sick, that is drenching in rain. Otherwise, or maybe he might have not gotten into sick, isn't it? So we are not just taking the symptoms, we are asking what circumstances which made you sick. Did you drink ice cream, or did you had some cold drinks? Did you drink cold drinks? So all those circumstances also can make the person sick. So the role of circumstances in symptoms is also important. Let's see what's the example given here. For example, a symptom may only occur at a certain time of day or under specific condition. The relationship between a symptom and the situation it occurs in, like weather, like I said, in rainy weather, time, food intake, can give us more information about the disease. So that's how the power of case taking works here. So what is a medicine's effect? So how is our homeopathic medicine act? Every medicine has certain properties. These are the symptoms the medicine produces when given to a healthy person. The properties of the drug are what allows us to match the right medicine to the disease. The medicine must produce symptoms that are very similar to the disease it is intended to cure. And homeopathic medicines are prepared in a way that enhances their healing properties, allowing them to work effectively by acting on the body's vital energy. And I have told you the pathway of making homeopathy action or effect of medicine, isn't it? By increasing we are saying homeopathy is just an immunity booster. I've already told how homeopathy makes that immunity boost. So disease affects the whole body. Disease isn't just limited to one organ or part of the body. It affects the whole body in some way, whether the disease is causing functional changes, that is how the body is working, physiology, or structural changes that damages to the body. For a medicine to truly cure a disease, it needs to act on every part of the body that is affected, not just one isolated part. And homeopathy and the vital force. In homeopathy, it is believed that every living being has a vital force, which is the energy or the essence that keeps the body alive and functioning. We all know that, isn't it? Vital force is like a soul. If there is no soul, then we are dead. Likewise, vital force is something that is having a real power, a dynamic power that sustains life. So homeopathic medicine are thought to work by balancing this vital force, restoring the body to its natural state of health. So The medicine should address all the symptoms of the disease, helping to balance the body's vital energy and cure the disease. Isopathy versus homeopathy. Isopathy means using the same substance that caused the disease to treat it. This is not homeopathy. For isopathy, it is same substance. But for homeopathy, it is similar substance. We don't want to make it same. It is similar. Homeopathy works by finding a medicine that causes similar symptoms to a disease. But symptoms don't have to be exactly the same. The more similar the symptoms of the medicine are to the disease, the better it will work. So that's why we are telling that we should study Materia Medica, because when we study Materia Medica thoroughly, then only we will be able to identify or understand all the symptoms of the drug. And when the patient comes and elicits all those symptoms, we will just mind map what all symptoms we have studied, what all remedies is coming, and we will compare the remedies. And that's how we are giving the or finding the minimum. And if you study organon only, you will be able to administer the medicine. Because all those potency, all those dose, everything, you should learn all the philosophy, you should learn all, first basically you should learn all the organon. Like aphorism 1 till the end. And after that, you should learn all the principles, all the philosophies of each author. And even though if it is not inside the syllabus, you should, after completing your course, you should study slowly by slowly. Then only you will become a good practitioner. And the law of cure in nature, or the law of cure in action. The law of cure, like cures like, is universal, meaning it can be applied to all diseases, physical or mental, no matter what they are. This law works by finding the right medicine based on the symptoms of the disease. The medicine's effect on the body must be similar to the disease symptoms for it to work effectively. And this principle has been tested and proven over time through experience and observation. And again we should grow. Actually, even though we have proved or observed all these experiments, again we have to do research. Then only the whole world will recognize homeopathy as one of the best system that can give permanent cure to the humanity. So the importance of symptom similarity. As I told, for homeopathy it is similar, not same. A medicine can only cure a disease if it affects the body in a way that is similar to the disease. The more closely the medicine symptom match the disease, the better the cure will be. A medicine must work on the entire body and all the symptoms of the disease to be effective. Otherwise, that's why sometimes if you are giving wrong remedy, the person will not have cure, because sometimes all those symptoms produced will not be cured because you have given a wrong remedy. That's why you should learn Materia Medica. Again, conclusion, why homeopathy works. The law of cure in homeopathy is a universal law that is as fundamental to medicine as the law of gravitation is to astronomy. And homeopathy is based on the idea that the right medicine can cure a disease when it produces symptoms similar to the disease. By treating the totality of symptoms, homeopathy aims to heal the body by restoring balance to its vital force. This law of cure continues to be a proven method of treatment that has stood the test of time. So in this chapter said by H.A Robert, we should understand what is law of cure and how homeopathy works. Then symptom similarity, homeopathy and vital force. All these ideas you should note it down, and that's how you will complete the essay, or 5 mark or 2 mark, whatever. So I will suggest you, if it is essay which is having 15 marks or 20 marks, I will suggest you to write at least 10 pages. In that 10 pages, write all those important points, and then you should make it as to the point, as bullet points. Then you should write it as flow chart. Whatever you have written in that book or in that paper, you should make it as a flow chart so that the examiner will understand or will like the presentation of your exam. And then for 5 mark, write at least 3 pages, which includes the main point as a paragraph, then bullet notes and flow charts. For organon, you should do like this, and I will assure you that you will get more marks. And in 2 marks, write at least 1 page or half page, as follows, as I said before. And this is how you should write. And you can also note down all those aphorisms, or if you can remember all those things or by heart all those things, you can do that also to get more marks. That's how. So let's learn what are the key takeaways of this chapter. Like cures like. A medicine that causes symptoms similar to those of a disease can cure the disease. Symptoms are the key. Understanding the full set of symptoms help us identify the right treatment. Homeopathy treats the whole body. It doesn't just target one part but addresses all affected areas of the body. The vital force. Homeopathy works by restoring balance to the body's energy, known as the vital force. The law of cure is a universal principle that can be applied to all diseases and remain a proven effective method of healing. And that's all about this chapter. I hope you understood this chapter. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And after this principles of the philosophy of H.A Robert, I will be putting videos of the main organ of medicine, and later please comment below for next what I should do. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day.